Sablo Syavara Ramachandra ki Jai, Jai Ram Ram Shri Ram. Dear friends, when we look at the life of Shri Hanuman Swamiji, many individuals who love Hanumanji would find no fault. But there are those who, looking from the outside, would find hundreds of faults for our Lord Shri Hanuman Swamiji. Who was Hanumanji? He was Keshari Nandan, Pavana Putra, Anjani Putra, Vayu Putra. And many individuals looking at his life would say that what a questionable character. No one knows for sure who or where his origin truly comes from. Dear friends, when you are criticized, and I'm sure all of you listening to this program this morning would have been criticized in some way or the other. The very first thing in taking a criticism, it is to critique the criticism. Do your best to subjectively, evaluate the criticism that you would have received. Was it accurate? Was it inaccurate? Was it accurate from the point of view of the person who said it because of that person's own bias? Or was it generally on target? Really, was it a perfect criticism? Or was it far off base? Dear friends, it is helpful to run the criticism by someone who you know will be honest with you. If you're not sure what that person is saying to you, echo that. Those same words, that same criticism with someone that you trust. Someone that you are sure that will give you honest and fair comments about your life. Does it sound fair or unfair to that person? You see, criticisms are not always bad. Criticisms are sometimes very constructive in our life. And therefore, we should not be afraid to be criticized. But the very first thing that when someone utters words towards us that feels like a criticism, we must first, friends, critique, evaluate that criticism. You see, if the criticism is flat out wrong, then you have nothing more to be concerned about. There are some individuals, and sometimes even me, I would find myself that based on the person giving the criticism, the minute that those harsh words come from that person's mouth, automatically life seems to be unbalanced. Automatically, I can't think straight. Automatically, my mind seems to be very, very disturbed. Heart seems to be paining. And therefore, life seems to be so dark and gloomy. Dear friends, however, having evaluated that criticism, when I have come to the conclusion that that person is flat out wrong, and I'm asking you this morning, if you also having evaluated objectively, then you have nothing more to be concerned about. Why waste any more time on it? You see, too often, friends, we take inaccurate and unjustified criticism to heart, and it wastes our time and it wastes our energy. Now, some people may have your interest at heart, but other criticisms may come from their own consciousness, their own experience, their own biases, their own anger. And dear friends, children of Shanti Vandana, other people who criticize us sometimes criticize based on their vision, their outlook on this world. Dear friends, devotees, you cannot be responsible for everyone's perceptions of you and your actions. There's a beautiful saying that goes, what you think about me? It is none of my business, that's your business. And you see, the person who accuses you unfairly of being sometimes two-faced may have just come out of a relationship of mistrust. Sometimes that person is assessing or judging you, or rather many times they're judging you based on their own life and their own circumstances. So first, friends, when someone criticizes, why not? Critique the criticism, evaluate it, ask someone you trust and you're sure that will be very fair with you, what are their opinions on it? And if it's really flat out wrong, children of Shanti Vandana, why waste time? Why waste energy? you have nothing to be concerned about. This is 19 minutes after 5 a.m. and I'm reminding you on Shanti Vandana, Hanuman Swamiji, notwithstanding the critics on his life, notwithstanding some of the harsh comments in his life, Are Bhagwan blessed him to understand when and what is required to keep on keeping on. Please join with us.